Hello and welcome all of you to my YouTube channel Animals and Pets with Partha. Today I am back again but with a new topic. As I have told you, this channel is devoted to animals and birds, and whether wild or whether domesticated, whether exotic. It's devoted to animals, birds and other living species. Well, in the world, in the nature, it is estimated that 18,000 species of birds exist, or at least there are 11,000 which are described, and which is twice as much as it was thought to be, estimated to be. Well, in India alone, there are 1,364 species of wild birds, as per the records of the government in 2021. Out of which 81 are endemic to our country. And I have had particular interest in all animals and birds, as I have always been telling you, that whenever I have even traveled to other countries, whether it was in the Philippines, in the island of Davao, whether the eagles, the greatest, the biggest eagles are found there. They have an eagle foundation in Davao. I've been there, then I've been to Spires in South Africa, where the birds of prey and all that, It's a huge place, and where the foundation is devoted to taking care of the birds of prey. A lot of these birds of prey are injured and they're found. A lot of these birds of prey, their chicks, they fall off from the nest and they're rescued, and many of them are injured. All of those are brought to Spires, and I've had lovely pictures of them with me holding those birds on my arm. And I've actually found out a lot of things, and sort of tried to upgrade my horizon of thinking about all these wild birds. And I was told that if you the birds of prey, if the little chicks, if you touch them and if they carry human scent, then they cannot be released in the wild. If they are, then what can happen is the other birds of that species will not accept it, and they will have to be killed. In India, we find a lot of fabulous birds. In fact, I have a friend, Mr. Rajiv Roy. Rajiv is a childhood friend, and we studied in school in St. Xavier's. And he's a birder. He's very keen photographer of birds in the wild. And he often comes to India, and he sort of finds out bird guides who take them to the right places, who to photograph specific species of birds which are endemic to the locality. They are maybe a certain few trees where those birds come, and so he organizes all his trips to India. And then whenever he does come, he has some time for taking pictures of birds alone. I am associated with a lot of these bird groups, in the Facebook, and I must admit, I'm into a group called Indian Birds, and the photographers are so passionate. You have to see to believe the quality of photographs they take. And if you really think, if you really have any idea as to what goes behind those photographs, or what effort Means it's from the time you plan a trip, you go long distances, maybe fly from one part of the country to another, just specifically to take bird pictures, and the particular few varieties of bird pictures, or maybe just one or two species of birds, and then you sort of, you got to dress up for that occasion, because you must be camouflaged, because you're going to actually go into the private life of birds in the forest, and amongst the trees is their house. So you are actually peeping into their private life. You're trying to sneak into their private life when they are sort of they're feeding their chicks, or maybe a couple is sort of having a private time. You are trying to picture them, so they will not like it, and you must have to camouflage yourself to be not to be seen by those birds, otherwise they'll fly off. So all your efforts will go in vain. So you've got to wear clothes that matches with the background, and then you have the right equipment. That's not cheap. If you really have to have very good equipment for bird photography in the modern times, and if you think that you're going to compete with these photographers who have actually been posting pictures that I've seen on Indian birds, they are just mesmeric. It is, I cannot explain in words to the quality of the pictures and the birds that they capture in their intimate environment, and it's just astonishing. So it is a world of birds in India is really very fascinating, and we have a lot of these there are some species of birds which are getting rarer by the day. The most rarest bird in the world today is the Madagascar pochard. Recently researchers released in the north of, I think, Madagascar, they released about 21 of these birds in nature, in the lakes. So let us see things. I think there are people working towards sort of protecting and protecting the species. I'm sure we must also think for ourselves that in India, definitely a lot of birds are there which are getting rarer by the day. We should see how we can improve their habitat so that it induces them to take to the nest and produce more chicks, and they should be able to increase in numbers. So actually you see, I have a lot of these pictures that you see that are in the background. These are of wild birds, and it is you must it's the photographers that actually go about taking pictures of them. Is the effort that goes behind the planning, and all that is very commendable. With these, I would like to I will bring you more episodes on wild birds and specific wild birds, their habitat and things like that. I must make a mention that there's a place in North Bengal, in closer to Darjeeling, called Lakpanchor. In Lakpanchor, you will find a lot of these varieties of birds are there. There must be certain trees and the environment there. They have become, some birds have taken and made it their home. There's a special variety of hornbill, and people from all over the country, and I'm sure from other parts of the world also, when they come to India to take bird pictures, they visit Lakpanchor to take the pictures of those beautiful birds. And you will see I have been there personally, and I have also tried to take some pictures. Of course, my pictures are nowhere close to the pictures that actually seasoned, experienced bird photographers are able to take. But definitely I'm a trier and I am improving by the day. I'm sure I will be able to take pictures of birds that I would be proud of. But presently I'm still a learner, and it's good to be a learner. It's something I always strive to achieve. It must be, I think, it's my pursuit for life. I will be a learner all my life. Well, if you look at it, these birds, the the hornbills of Lakpancho, the people who come from all around the country and outside, they are taking flights, they're taking trains, they're booking cars, they're coming there. A lot of these homestays and hotels and all that they're booking, it's only specifically so important just for those birds. And so how much can be achieved? Means in a small place like that can be enriched by people coming there, and the life of local peoples are uplifted because they come there, they employ the local guides, they stay in hotels, they sort of eat around the place, spend money there, and all the rest. So we should actually promote all these photography expeditions. We should highlight all the birds that are available in the wild, in our country, around the country, and then, if we are able to market it, I'm sure there'll be a lot of people who would be not only from India, but from around the world. They will be coming in flocks just to take bird pictures. So with this, of course, I will end for today, but definitely I will bring you a lot of more episodes on wild birds, wild animals, and all the rest. But remember, there are 1,364 species of birds in the wild in India, as per the records of the government in 2021. And let us preserve it, and let us see that we don't lose any of them. Everyone is important in the wild. Everyone has a right to live, and so is the animals and the birds and all that nature has given us. Thank you, and see you again soon. Kindly subscribe, press the bell button, and of course, like and share.